It's time. It's time. Welcome to today's, what I call another ambitious live stream. I'm so excited to be with you today. It's going to be really, I think it's going to be really special. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know whatever it is, it's going to be special. Okay. We'll get some things squared away here. You know, if you could just see what goes on before we go live, it's a lot of fun. But we're going to tackle two really big. In fact, each of these could take up a whole live stream on its own. But I'm not going to be on streaming and things for about a week next week. So I thought today would be a perfect time, and you're going to hear that word a lot, to just go ahead and just cover these, because I think the Time Bundle is on special until May 23rd, and then the Synchron Prime is still on an introductory special. So I wanted to make sure that I could get these out in front of you to let you listen to them, to experience them with me before that window had closed. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the I guess I'm just very well. I guess I just need to calm down, because I get real excited. I get really excited before we go online. And Ryan, man, thank you for subscribing. You're kicking things off great. And I see my good friend Paulie. You know, we're just going to relax, and I'll try not to say time too much, but I'm sorry to say that I probably will. And my good friend Paulie, good to see you, and Tanuvial. I'm actually playing the string ensemble from the Orchestral Tools Time macro. I'm so excited to be working with Orchestral Tools, and in fact, all of the developers. I mean, it's very humbling for me, because I grew up just enjoying music, and I was fortunate to see the beginnings of MIDI and electronic music and how things developed. And I started beta testing years ago, and here we are. And that's why I get so excited. I've just seen these incredible tools come our way that we have at our disposal: symphony orchestras, concert grand pianos, played by masterful musicians, and they're under our fingers. That is what gets me so excited. Wow. Yeah, Ben, yeah, I'm going to be away for a week, so hold it back. Don't release anything until I get back. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. So let's not wait any longer. Let's just jump right in. So the first thing we're going to look at is the Time Bundle, and this has been available for Kontakt for a few years, but just this week they've released it for the Sine Player. And Sine Player is Orchestral Tools' in-house player. A lot of developers are going that way. They are doing their own player. Sometimes Kontakt, not sometimes, Kontakt requires developers to do certain things. There are licensing and different things involved. And being able to build your own in-house player gives you a lot of flexibility. It allows you to try things that you might not be able to do in Kontakt. So that is what they've moved this over to. If you have the Kontakt version of these libraries, the Time series, there is a small fee that you can pay to actually get the Sine Bundle of these. So you can have the Kontakt version and the Sine version. You can't go backwards, but you can go forwards. Okay. And just a quick overview, Time Macro is a big symphonic orchestra, and Micro is more of a chamber size. I've just been playing with this for a few days, and I always suggest you go through and watch the videos and get familiar with it and learn the background of these things because it makes all the difference in the world. So here we go. Here we go. Now you can see I've got the sign player already open here, and I'm going to start with just some of the sections, and then we'll move into some of the chrono structures. I love the way that they've given us the choice to have the individual sections broke out. So in Time Macro, you've got high strings, mid, lows, high woodwinds, lows, and double reeds, brass, harp and vibes, and female and male choir. And they've given you individually and then they've combined them. So I've just loaded up the combined string section here. That gives us all these articulations. So let's just get going. And I love how Orchestral Tools handles transitions, and especially with me, I love playing ensembles. And so playing those chords to get ideas laid down quickly. And then the mod wheel will adjust that dynamic range. We'll push it up. And it gets big. This is all the way up. We'll back it down. Now this is the full ensemble. Full string ensemble, and this is the sol tasto, and let's go to the sol point. And that's more close to the bridge. It gets a little nasally, a little harsher. And you hear the big string section. I think there are 20 players, or I think 20 violins at least in this, in Macro. And the mixer, you have the mix of the two mics. You have a spot mic and the tree. Let's just turn on the spot mic and listen to that. And Silswo, I'm still wanting to learn the Born theme. I still have to figure out how to do that. Listen to that. So the spot mics make it real close and up front. And let's just solo the tree mic. And there you go. You hear that stereo image just spread out. And this was recorded on the Teldex stage. Yeah, you hear those strings just surrounding you there. Okay, let's keep going. And then if you've got any questions, please leave them in the chat. And man, always give us one of those. That always helps. So this is the Collegno Trado. Oh, listen to that. And this is just the ensembles. Let me see if I've got my, yeah, on the second slider, I've got my mod wheel so I can just hold down this left hand a little bit. Yeah, it is, BF. I think this has seems like it has a bigger loud range. So let me just see if we can do that with. Let's just go back to the sustains. Just go back to the sustained sol tasto, and I'm going to go I'm going to go soft and then we'll go loud just to hear that dynamic layer here. So let me take it all the way down, and I'm just going to hold this. That's the soft. Now I'm going to push up the mod wheel, and let's go through the dynamic layers here. Yeah, so I think I'm hearing maybe three, but they're really pronounced. It's like they're a little more aggressive, the louds. Let's see here. Yeah, you know, Robert, I am getting used to the sine player. The thing about the sine player is that there are no built-in effects like Kontakt. Kontakt has some effects and different things. I think they're continuing to build it out, and I'm expecting more and more. I think what the sine player's greatest benefit is the compression on the samples. So these libraries are around 45 gigabytes, but they're equivalent to over 100 gigabytes of sample material. So I think that is one of the cool things that they've done with the sine player. Yeah, it's not very soft. Especially the sotasto is not very soft. But I love the collegno, and that's where it gets a little more. That gets a little more, I guess, covered or a little darker. And again, this is the full macro, so it's the symphonic size, so the larger strings. It's very big sounding, and I think micro may be. We're going to find out about that. And then let's just run through the tremolos. Let's see. Let's do it up high. Very slow. I love the stereo field that I'm hearing. I like the sound that I'm hearing. You've got sustains, swells, random, so they're going to be, you know, the string sections are going to be coming in at different times. So different players are swelling and doing that differently, so you get this interplay with that. That's really cool. And then sustained tremolo burst. So they're sustaining and then doing a tremolo every once in a while. Very cool. And fifth drops. You know, we're just gonna see what happens. Some movement in there. Okay, and then pendulum echo swells. Ooh, that would be cool. And you hear it just going and moving. So it's just amazing. Okay, so let's go back to the library browser and pull up the woodwinds. And we'll just hit these. I'm going to drag this whole section over. I'm going to replace that first slot. And this is the woodwind slot. Yeah. So I'm hearing a little latency, like when I hit the key and the players kind of come in a little bit. So it's like, now let's check the dynamics with these. really nice and full. This is staccato stutter. So there's, okay, so like, just listen, they're kind of playing a little rhythmic thing, and then yeah, really cool. And then the same types of articulations, just irregular playing, just interplaying, and the fifth drops. It's all about this. This is all about having the instruments kind of play inside of each other, um, and it's just really interesting to experience that. Okay, let's. Okay, ooh, okay. So mixed choir. Let's check some of the choir out. So, yeah. So basically, macro has strings, woodwinds, and choir. And we've got, okay, we do have some brass here, but we don't have a brass ensemble, I don't think. Okay, yeah, it's just a full brass section. Okay, so let's just check out some of the choir before we move on to the brass. Let's start soft. And go big, build it, build it. Okay, you see what happened? I ran out of notes. And this is another cool feature. I'm going to just extend that range down so I can catch that D. And I know you got to watch stretching it too far, but and I accidentally hit the articulation. And that's another cool thing. You can just drag it down, and you can relocate those articulation switches. And I think that is a fabulous. So let me find out where this is. Yeah, there's that note. So I'm going to drag it up to this note here. Yeah. So that is so great to be able to drag that. Yeah, I'm glad they put that in there, BF. It's just like just to get that little extra note when you need it. I'm gonna just do it again on the z. That's really interesting. And then we've got some nanas, just like a little Eric Whitacre-esque. Hey, David, I agree. It does. It doesn't sound wonky, even when you stretch it. The voices sound really good. I like those. So let's check out a couple more. These are the ooh bends. So they're just kind of like ooh, going off a little bit. Really cool. And let's just check out the minor drops. It's those little subtleties, those little subtle movements in there. Really cool. Now let's just check out the brass, and then we'll go into wow. We'll go into some of the actual chrono sections. Let's go soft with the brass. Listen to that. Let's build it up. I'm getting in trouble with the key switches again. So yeah, because I'm always wanting to reach down there. So let's just get those out of the way. That is beautiful. And let's check out the mutes. Oh, wow. We've got some mutes. And little staccatos. Yeah, that is cool. And some random swells in the brass. I love having these individually. So that way you can just pick and pull your own combinations together. And wow, there's so many different things. So sustains, air swells, random. Okay, yeah, so this is like an effect. So just blowing through the instrument, just to kind of give it a cool thing. Hey, Fleer, good to see you. Pendulum swells. Yeah, there's just so much in here. So let's, and we've got harps and vibes, and then you've got the female and male choir separated as well. Let's go into what makes this macro or time. And these are the the chrono structures, and it is all the sections. They are interplaying and doing different things. And as you push the mod wheel up, you're pushing the dynamic. So more sections come in. And let's just check this out. This is fifth drops, sustains. You hear all that beautiful stuff going on. It's great for just laying a good foundation and nice. Now I'm going to push the mod wheel up a little bit. You hear it get more. So it builds a dynamic. It takes you somewhere. So you start here, and then you end up here. And the harmonies and things going on. Just hearing everything kind of playing together, and that's wild. That's wild. And flowing fifth, this one, okay, yeah, this is another one. These are really special. And I'm gonna start soft here. Because they're all in the same room together. You get that cohesiveness of that orchestra section. How full and rich this is. Now this is just the song. Let's just see, I get lost in it. Now, I don't want to stretch here, so I'm glad I've got CC1 right here. So I'm going to take it down and let's take a ride. It's the complex harmonies that really let's take it back down. You see that? Just one patch, and you can go all these different places with just this one. Go back up again. Man, that is, I mean, it's incredible. Oh man, that's what gets me. That's what gets me so excited. Oh, you feel that just that energy and just rise like that. Wow, that just puts you right there. It just puts you right there. Yeah. See, I mean, it's just, yeah. It's because you have all of these players, they're playing together. It's a synergy. It's just this dynamic that happens. It's just so dynamic. Yeah, we got to move on, but you know, that's just, yeah, I don't know. That is just, it's fabulous. I mean, wow. Oh, so let's see if we can go to hymnus. Man, it is just beautiful. Yeah, now this has some of the voices in there. Let's just kind of get a refresh. I need some coffee beans or something to kind of. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we were okay, so Dancing Queen was coming out. We were watching some reruns of Even Stevens, and it's like, that's all. When I heard that A flat, Friday nights and the lights down low. Yeah, so you start low, man. You start low, and man, you can go. You can just go. And see, what makes this is the dynamics of it. Now I'm gonna bring it down. Now let's go up. Let's do it. And back down again. It's beautiful. Hey, Emmanuel, good to see you. Good to see you, man. Okay, let's check out a couple more of these. Just the symphonic, the bigness of it, and the dynamic of it is what is really. I'm going to just go ahead and stretch this up a little bit while I'm at it, because I don't know. Okay. Nice woodwinds. Let's push it up and see what happens. Yes, Robert. This is just sine by itself. This is no additional effects. It's the stage and the mics and positioning and the players. This is great. Yeah, and I never add anything, any effects or anything to the libraries, or unless I specifically tell you that I'm doing an experiment with something. I want you to hear it just as it comes out. And with the Sine player not having built-in effects, you're hearing the recorded sound of the microphone positions and the Teldex recording studio, which has just its own personality, just like we're going to find with the Synchron player. It's really neat. It's neat. It's neato. Now I'm just going to hold down and let's just ride the through the layers. So it starts with the woodwinds, and then it adds a little more woodwind layer, and then you push it on, and then the brass comes in, kind of playing a different interval. But it works. It's like, okay, so think about this. Think about this. Okay, I can show you. So this to me is what I'm just thinking about. This is like a Hammond drawbar controller. What makes the Hammond so cool is that you have like all of these different harmonics, and some you have like they're weird. They're like fourths or thirds, but when you combine them together, the harmonics kind of blend and match. And so when I'm playing these orchestral things and the brass is doing like a crazy interval and playing like a fifth above or a fourth, something happens, just like with this with the Hammond. When you blend those harmonics, you get different textures, and it blurs the line with what you're hearing, and that's what this is kind of embodying. Um, yeah, the D9X controller is great. I love using that with the Hammonds, but that's the only thing that I really just thought about. So here you just have the pure tone, and then as you push it in and add more of the sections in, see, dun, dun, see, it's adding that fifth above, and then you keep going, and dun, 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 dun. And you gotta be careful, not to make it too muddy, but when you hit the sweet spot, it is great. Okay, let's just check out a couple of more of these Arctic, and then we're going to go to micro. Now this is Arctic sustains. So this has got more of the brass. But there's movement there. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's not static. Now let's push it. I got to get my A here. I'm going to drag it down and grab that A. Let's go all the way up. And back down. Just beautiful. Wow. Oh man, you got to take a breath after that. Man, Robert, yes, you can create your own user patches and save those as a user preset in the Sine Player. Absolutely. There are not organs in this particular library. I think Talon has those, and I do have Talon here, and I'm going to do a walkthrough on that very soon as well. And okay. So make sure you subscribe and hit that bell and like. And so I love this. I love being able to share these beautiful moments with all of you. Okay, so we got to do one more. Let's go to the clouds, and this way we'll be able to get, okay, so this is, okay, so you saw what you didn't see what I did, but I accidentally missed my slot here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just remove it. And the only reason that I'm just loading one at a time, just wanna, I just don't want any crazy things happen if I've got too much loaded and, I've got 64 gigs of RAM. I just wanna make sure I'm not just pushing it a little bit. Yeah, thanks, Jeff, for subscribing. I appreciate that. You know, you know what? What you can do, you can actually save a sine layout, and so you can't see this drop down, but you can actually load instances of the sine player that you can create your own custom layouts using different libraries if you want. So that's a good thing. Okay. Yeah, that's one thing that you can do is you can have multiple layouts. You can actually load another instance of a sine player with a different layout, and so that just helps you to be a little more flexible. So, like what I was saying, if let's say I just drop another, so it assigns it to channel 2, and I can actually layer these two by just assigning this to channel 1 if I want to. But I'm going to go ahead and remove Arctic, and just so we can listen to clouds. And okay, it's harps. And again, movement, just little subtleties and movement. Now let's go up. Little vocals in there. Isn't that wild? That is so wild. Okay, and that's just the that is just the time orchestra. Yeah, it's wild. I agree, Tanuvia. It's wild. It is wild. Okay, so that's just the time orchestra. Now the alter time is a similar thing, but they're going. It's almost like the tenant thing where you've got parts moving forward into time and parts in retrograde and moving backwards. Let's just pull up chrono reversed. Yeah, there's mice in the choir loft. It almost sounded like birds. The way, really, really up high. It is really cool. So this is the alter time chrono reversed patch, and always I'm going to try to start at the lowest. So everything is kind of going at their own, like dulcimers and different. Just little randomness. Very cool. Okay, let's just keep going. Decelerated time. And wow. Yeah, you hear a little bit of the harp. Every patch is its own score, just its own score waiting to happen. Okay, let's just go down some. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to parallel or paradox texture. Let's just try that. You know, good to see you. Yes, you can. Well, you can adjust the different the switch modes, and I'm learning how to do that some more. That you can assign it to different CCs, and you actually have different. You can set up different crossfading type of things between patches and articulations. Um, let's see. Yeah, there's a way that we can do that, and I'm not exactly sure right now. So CC, so the envelopes, okay, and the dynamics, and okay, yeah. So I'm sure there is a way that we can reassign that CC, and yeah, we can. Okay, we can remap these with the. Yeah, and I'm sorry that I don't have more information about that because I'm just always used to using that mod wheel. But that is something that I will look into and to see if we can reassign those because that would be great to have the ability to do. Options. Oh, there we go. There we go. So right here, we can yeah, it gives us all kinds of control here. It exposes all of the different controls here, the articulations, and we can actually adjust the dynamics curve and just kind of, well, you can't see that on the screen because of the way OBS. Yeah, so, but you have full control over all the mappings of everything, and I think that is great. And it's really my pleasure for sure. Um, now, this is the paradox texture. Yeah, here's the male vocals in there. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down. Simple notes here. Let's bring it up. Okay. Things are moving forward and backward in time with these with this particular set with the altered time. Let's just check out. Oh man, time layers. Why not? And then we'll go to micro. I mean, it's just like falling down a rabbit hole. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna pull that modulation wheel down. And I know I'm probably going to want to go higher and lower, so I'm just going to go ahead and give me some extra notes here. Now let's push up the CC1. Listen to all that movement. That's wild. You know, Pytox, there is no arpeggiator built into the Sine player, but you could do an arp somewhere. Okay, so, oh man, you know what, Eves? I was watching some of Joseph Zonfel um, um, just earlier today. What a brilliant performer and musician. Okay, so man, we're running out of time. So let's go to Time Micro, and it's kind of set up the same way, except we are looking at more of a chamber size. And let's just see if we can just kind of get an idea of a Time Micro. So we've got, there's 59 instruments here. This is more of an intimate sound with the chamber orchestra. And if you look here, it says 114 gigabytes of samples, but it uses the SineArt compression, so it only takes up 45 45 gigabytes. We say gigabytes like we used to say kilobytes. And they're each 299 euros now. But if you get them both, it's $3.99. So this is a lot smaller orchestra and more of a chamber size. So let's go into micro. And I'm just going to go ahead and just go for the Time Orchestra, and we can kind of hear the spirit of the of this library. Go to performance. And you can hear the chamber strings, the quartet. Let's push the dynamic up. Okay. You hear voices when you... chamber strings. I'm just fascinated by the fact that I can have this one patch and have all of those things in there that I can just go to just using one CC controller. You can start soft and my goodness. That's oh man. And you've you know, if you've watched my live streams, these are not sponsored videos or anything like that. Um, you know, they're not sponsored. Orchestral tools. I mean, I am so grateful, you know, for Vienna and orchestral tools. Uh, they give me the privilege of playing these instruments for you all, and I just I love the experience. I love being able to share this experience. That's what this is about for me. It's about seeing all of you out there and knowing that you're listening and that we're kind of in this space together, sharing this time together and experiencing these together. I'm experiencing these things. You know, I sort of try to play through things to get familiar with it, but this is where the for me the inspiration happens, when I'm like listening and I'm hearing all this stuff coming, and it's like it just takes your breath away. Um, so yeah, I mean, I just want you to know you're always going to get me. I mean, you know, I don't know. I just don't want to ever be disingenuous. I wanted to make you know, this is it. This is me. Mm. I know you're not supposed to chew the ice. I can't help it. I'm just I literally see just like these movies, I guess, these scenes in my mind, and when I'm listening, the sounds are painting these pictures. Um, that's what's so wonderful for me. That's what I just so love doing. Okay, so let's do this. Oceanic State, and we still got a lot more to go here, but. Now listen to this. It's okay. Let's get everything just in one note. One note is containing so many different performances and things happening here. Those low woodwinds. And you got some glockenspiel or celeste. Let's push it on. Beautiful. Okay, let's and look at this. You've got 20 of these time orchestra settings. Um, an ode. Okay, let's. Oh, I don't know. Gleam. Okay, it's just like I look at these patches and I just wait for the little light to shine on one, and we'll go. Okay. It's definitely pushing it all the way. And now it's time for a word from our sponsor. H2O, the drink that satisfies, the drink that refreshes. Been in a hot desert all day? Just grab the closest glass of H2O and you will be instantly refreshed and invigorated. Doing a 2-hour plus live stream? Well, grab a glass of H2O to get you to the next preset. Gee, here we go. Cheers, everybody. This is fantastic. I knew this was going to be fun. I didn't know how much it was going to be, and there's still so much more ahead. I might need a refill, sweetheart. So I'm just going to lay this over here. Oh man, oh, just fabulous, fabulous. Okay. Oh, Lord, thank you. Thank you for this privilege. Thank you for this privilege. It's a great privilege, and I don't take it lightly. It's just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. Just that chamber size orchestra is just so sweet. Okay, this is what is this? This is I mean, really heavy ground. Okay, look at the. Okay, here it goes. Incoming. Okay, you know what? Let me just transfer it. Okay, yeah. I made a transfer. It wasn't. But this is. I mean, Debbie brought me one of those insulated glasses, but it's like I had one sitting here and it didn't fare so well. So this is safe for me. So we got a refill and we're ready to go. Oh man, this is heavy ground, and you can see the keys are down here. We've got some low things going on here. Okay, let's get into a different key. Now let's push up let's just hear what little surprises are in these layers. It's just the life that's inside of these is what I'm just, I really love. Okay, Mermaid Lagoon. I hope we don't have a brownout. We had a brownout the other day. I think it might have been yesterday. Yesterday, all my brownouts seem so far away. This is Mermaid Lagoon. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there we go. So we start real subtle and nice. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna stretch my keys out here. Let's see. Okay. Now let's push it all the way up. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Um, okay, you've got all of these. All of these. Let's just do a couple of the altered time. Um, the deserts of Urana. That's all I'm going to say. Deserts of a planet way out there. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, this is like Dune material here. You get the beauty, and then you get the full spectrum of emotions in here. Push it all the way up. Really nice, different, dark. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's the altar time, and small fragments of glass. Let's just do a couple more of these, and because I want us to get, I want us to be able to cover a lot. Okay, you hear that? How it's kind of, it's going forward and backwards in time. Simple, and then more complex as we ride that mod wheel up. Really interesting. Okay. Now let me just let's just take a quick listen to the ensembles, and again, this is the chamber strings. Now see, just a lot delicate. Okay, this is what I'm going to do. Let's just, okay, that's the chamber strings. Okay, I can do it this way. I can do it this way. I'm going to go ahead and load the chamber strings, the full string section from macro and macro and micro, so that we can hear what they sound like, the differences are. Okay, so we've got the mixer. Okay, we've got the string orchestra here. Okay, and I'm going to make sure. Okay. This is the chamber. Now let's listen to the string orchestra. Yeah, instantly, yeah. Just very majestic. Now, okay, so you know what happened was I soloed both of them. So this is just the bigger string orchestra. Okay, so let's listen back to the. Now, the string orchestra, the big. It's huge. And then combined is an entirely different story. Um, I love Rachel Portman's score for Emma. That is one of my favorite. That is one of my favorite. That's just the chamber. I'm not going to tell you a thing, man. I tell you, I told you. Okay, so that is incredible, incredible. Okay, so let's just see what we've got. Yeah, and the thing is with the micro, you have the individual sections, the contrabass clarinet, the choirs. It is fabulous. Yes, Robert. Yes, you can create some pretty interesting things here with the switches. You can right here down in the performance, you can either do sustain pedals with the dynamics. You can do crossfades, and there's all kinds of different things you can do with these. And we can go to poly mode where we can switch with velocity and load up a couple of different articulations into this wheel. And I'm learning how to do that. But yeah, the Sine player has got some interesting possibilities. Okay, so I tell you what, it is just fabulous. I'm just going to go to one more of these. Let's go to time shift. And it's getting crazy. Hit that, yeah. That's wild. Okay, so that is Orchestral Tools Time Bundle for Sine, and that is such an incredible collection. It's just an incredible living collection. And yes, Polly, you've got a lot of control over your assignments for that. For like the faders and that type of thing. So most definitely you can do that. So onward. Let's go. And once again, thanks to Orchestral Tools, man, such a blessing to be able to work with all of you. I really appreciate it. Okay, so now it's time to go with Synchron Prime. We are going to take a look at the latest from Vienna Symphonic Library. Synchron Prime is a vast collection of orchestral instruments. It takes the best of the Synchron series and it gathers it into a fantastic package. If you don't have any of the Synchron series, or if you're just starting with an orchestra, this is such a powerful collection. It's running in the Synchron player using the iLock the copy protection. So you can use the iLock Cloud or you can use the key. There is a ton of information for this, and we're going to go through this as best we can. And I want to thank, again, Vienna Symphonic Library. I think Ben was hanging out earlier, and Ben has been such a great friend and help in helping me understand these libraries and how to get the most out of them and to have these experiences with you. So basically, Synchron Prime is the Synchron orchestra in a box. You have strings and harp, and you have woodwinds, brass, and percussion. And BF, thank you so much. Bless you, and look forward to seeing you again soon. And Ben, you're still hanging in here. Thank you so much, man. And it's just like I'm thinking, man, is he ever going to get over to this side? But yeah, here we go. So let's just start with some strings here, and just kind of break this down a little bit. And the Synchron player, man, has got to be one of the nicest players. The integration of it, and so I'm going to just do the full range strings. You have them broken down into first and second violins, violas. You have a violin and cellos, and then double basses. So you've got a lot of variety here. So this is just the this is the string section. Here we go. And I'm going to turn my CC1 down so we can go through all these velocities. We've got polyphonic legato. Let's take the dynamic back down a little bit. Yeah, David, Ben may be able to answer this a little bit better than me, but these start with the same basic sounds of the larger Synchron libraries. They're a way to be able to give you a great foundation, and then you can go up to the fuller packages. You're going to just have different mic positions available, more articulations, and so basically, Synchron Strings Pro would be the next step up from this strings. So you're going to get more in-depth articulations and more mic positions. And speaking of mic positions, let's take a look. Um, I mean, we have the room mix and just beautiful selection of these mic mixes. I mean, I'm thinking like, it gives you all of the different positions that you need, that most of us will ever need, because um, they're so beautifully curated and put together. So this is a great way to get started. Okay, let's just go to the staccato. And of course, the links are in the description. They will give you more detail about that and some more in-depth breakdowns and run-throughs. I want to just expose you to the sounds. The sound is huge. So velocity here controls the dynamics. Yeah. So yeah, Polly. The thing is, you've got effects and EQ and mixing positions. Power panning of the different sections. Each channel has its own EQ. It is just so packed full of stuff. And then plus we have mixer presets that we can go to. So this is the classic mix. I'm going to do the same thing, but let's go to the wide mix, and I'm going to just double click this. Now this is the wide. Okay, let's do the close mix. Now you see how quickly that I was able to switch from that mix position. So here we go. This is very close. Now let's go to the wide. Boom, there you go. Yeah, it just pulls you in. Yeah, and the SL88 is doing what it does best, and that is dynamics. It has a very full range, soft. It's soft, but then it can get really huge. So you've got legato, and so you've got the legato stacked. If you look over here, you've got first, second violins, violas, all stacked. And yeah, David, that is pretty much a good characterization of it. It takes the core sounds of the individual larger Synchron libraries, and it puts them into prime, very prime cuts, if you will, of the other Synchron libraries. So this is the legato, and let's go back to the performance screen here. yes. Yeah, that's it. Yes. Um, yes. So this is the thing with the Synchron player. Now I've got the control section. Look at this. You've got all of these different things you can assign to CCs, automation. I was looking at wanting to unify the Synchron player in Unify, and when I popped open all of the parameters that were exposed for automation, it literally blew my mind. It was yeah, you just go to this control section and you can download the Synchron player free, along with the free Hello Free Instruments, the piano and strings, the celestial strings. I'm telling you, is a must-have. Um, but look at this. I'm still scrolling and I'm still looking at different parameters, and all of these are automatable because they give you the depth of control that you need to take these exquisite sounds and to shape them into what you would want them to be. It's very beautiful. Um, yes. Okay. So, sforzato. Yeah. Amazing. Now, what you can do, you can unclick the blue box here and just have the first violins. And then you've got the crossfade tremolo, and it's got CC3 assigned to it. Let's just see. I don't have CC3 assigned, so I want to do this. Let's see. I want to assign it to CC21. So I'm going to go to controller, and you probably can't see this because it's opening into auxiliary windows, but I'm changing CC3 to CC21, and now I can crossfade between the two tremolos. See, this is just the sforzato, and push up CC3, and that brings the tremolo in. That gives you that control. We need more control. CC3 gives me that control. Yeah, a lot of fun. And then pizzicato. Oh, wow. Okay, that's the snap. And let's just do the regular pizzicato. And I think, yeah, so I've got the key switch for the snap. Oh, snap. And then with the snap. So you've got tons of personality with that. So now we have the portamento. And that is good to throw in just as a little extra spicy something. Yeah, when you connect the notes, it's going to slide. If you detach, it's not going to slide. You connect the note and it's going to slide. That's a lot of fun. And you can set up your own custom articulations here. So let's keep going. Let's go back to the preset tree, and let's go ahead and load the harp just to kind of take a listen to this beautiful harp here. So it gives you that beautiful instrument just to kind of round out. Really beautiful. And you've got the harmonics. Gorgeous. And you've got the sections broken out. I played the full range, but you have the all of these sections broken out, first and second violins, and all the different sections, the violas and cellos. Let's go ahead and check out the woodwinds. You've got full assortment of woodwinds. Let's just check out the flute. Beautiful. And now the oboe. This is a French oboe. Let's go to legato and listen to that. And we've got control with these key switches to change the type of vibrato. So, and again, you have the ability to key switch between the vibratos or set up a controller to crossfade between those. Beautiful, pure, clear English horn. Let's go to short notes, and yeah. Legato. Same here, you can switch between the types of vibrato. Senza vibrato, no vibrato, con vibrato, with vibrato. And you've got the dynamic layers that you can go through with that. And we've got clarinet. Oh, wow. Hey, Robert, I did not think about that. So let's see. So we've got... yeah, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go back to the English horn, and let's see. Crossfade vibrato. I'm going to go to CC20 controller aftertouch. There we go. You can't see it, but it's there. I promise. Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can help you to see this. Oh, don't want to do that. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, there we go. So aftertouch. So you can right click on a controller and select aftertouch, and let's just hear what that's going to do for us. Okay, I might not. I wonder if I'm sending. Oh, you know what? Let me see something here. I'm going to go back into my cakewalk preferences and see if I'm actually recording Aftertouch. No, I'm not. That's what I had it turned on because Aftertouch really consumes a lot of MIDI data. Okay. I'm not. Let me see. I don't think I'm seeing Aftertouch here. Okay. Okay, it's sending it out, but for some reason I'm not. Okay, I'm just going to learn this. Okay, let me just try it again. Okay, it was learning velocity. I'm going to have to do some more research on that. um, yeah, I don't know. I have to see, have to figure that out. That would be a cool way to do that. But that's a little woodwinds. There is not a woodwind ensemble, but the Neptune from the Big Bang Orchestra is based on. I think it's based on the same recordings, so you can have that type of ensemble. And let me just load Neptune real quick. And so this is a woodwind ensemble from Neptune. And I think all the sections are playing together, so that's how you can do that. Yeah, they're similar, but yet they're different. Okay, so let's go on to the brass and trumpets. Just so clear. Let's go to the dynamic layers. It gets loud. It gets very nice and loud. Very, a real double F stop horn. Beautiful. Now, short notes. So it gives you that really upfront, in your face trumpet sound. And we've got the beautiful legato here. You hear a little slur, little life. And again, the full dynamic range is present with this. So we have the horns. We've got 6 players. And this is cool. We've got, okay, so let's go back to the trumpets for a second. 1 player, 2 players, and 4 players. Very cool. I like having 1, 2, and 4 because there's something that happens when you have 4 individual players playing together, and instead of taking a single trumpet and stacking it 4 times. Yeah, I love the dynamic of the different players playing together. It's beautiful. And I love having the choices of 1 to 4 players. Let's go the legato, and you get those very lyrical. And then we've got legato mode, mono, or polyphonic. Just absolutely stunning. Okay, let's check out the French horns. And again, we have a single French horn. That is so great that they gave us this. Listen how rich that is. Let's go 2 player. They did a really super job giving us the range of dynamics. And let's go 6 players. And let's do the legato. And I'm going to turn on polyphonic legato. Just so rich. Just so rich. Got staccato. Very cool. And we've got tenor trombone. Let's see. Just put some more bottom and beef in there. Bass trombone. And again, with just that very double f-stop. So we've got 4 players. Let's see the sforzato. And you've got sforzatissimo. It just blazes a little bit. We not back it down because it's a short note, so it's velocity. Beautiful. And then tuba. This is one of my favorite things in legato. Tubby the tuba, you know. Listen to that. Beautiful. And it gets big. If you want it to get big, it can. Yeah, fantastic. And then we've got 15 players. We've got a whole brass section, so they give us the whole, the stack. Let's do staccato. That's really wild. Okay. I lost it. I hit something. Let's load it up again. There we go. Ah. Very rich and full. And we have a full set of percussion. You have a full set of percussion here, timpani. And you've got different sizes of timpanis, and then the rolls. And we can fade those. And it's having everything, the consistency of having it in the Synchron player, everything recorded at the Synchron stage. It just gives you that that cohesiveness and that quality. So this is a Celeste. And this is a preset for 88 keys. They've stretched it out, but this is just very beautiful and delicate. You got the Glockenspiel. And again, it's set up for a little bit larger key range. And xylophone. It's just these nice little extra touches that just kind of round things out. Tubular bells and snares just on the rim. And then you've got very nice. And big bass drum. Big bass drum, big bass drum, big bass drum. And then it's muted. And then we can switch to rolls. Just amazing. We've got all kinds of things. And then they have it spread out across the key range, so you can just have kind of everything just kind of on one single layer. They've got all of the percussion covered for you. And that's just a quick run through of this. I want to do something, I really want to do something with this. And it's been kind of percolating for a while, but I want to just kind of put something together real quick as we just kind of tie things together. And I'm going to pull up the Soft Imperial. And I think the free instruments are just so gorgeous and such a great way to get started with these. And so I'm going to just not play with the tempo, but I've got a song that I'm going to just lay down. Just a beautiful worship chorus that has just been going through my my spirit. And Yeah, so this is the free soft imperial from VSL, and I've done a couple of videos on the free instruments, so make sure you check that out. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back and load in. I've laid the piano part down, and now I'm going to go back and let's load up the tutti strings, and I've got those in a layer. I've got those in a layer here. And let's lay down some strings next. Here we go. We're just going to build this. Just going to build this. And I'm going to turn the polyphonic legato on. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, now I'm going to put the wood. Let's see. Let's just see if we can do the woodwinds. I've got Neptune pulled up here, but let's see if I can put the let's put the like an oboe, just kind of a nice oboe here. So let's go to the Prime Edition, go to woodwinds, and let's do the oboe. Here we go. And let's see what happens with this. Man, here we go. Oh man, that's a hard one. Take the melody with this. Going to legato with the oboe. Yes. Yes. David, yes, this is an older worship course. You are my God, you are my King. You are my master, my everything. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. We're gonna get it in here soon. Now the brass. Let's load the brass in and see what happens with this. Okay. I love being able to do this live. I've been just looking forward to this, trying to do this live. Here we go. And we're not going to throw the brass in right at the top. Just let it kind of just set it up. I'm going to turn the soft imperial down just a little bit. Here we go. Okay, let me see what. Okay, let me back up a little bit, and I want to turn the soft imperial back down, and let's go back to where that second part starts to come in, which is right around here. Here we go. Yeah. That is just so rich. And let's let's see. Oh, okay. So what I'm going to do, let's do this. I'm going to just we just got to finish this off. I'm going to duplicate the woodwind track. And okay, what did I just do? Oh, I deleted a track. Let me undo that. Okay, so now let me duplicate this. Do is let's put some just percussion on the end of this. Okay, so we go woodwinds, not big bang, and prime percussion, and let me just put some timpani on there. Okay, and I know where I want to do this. I want to do it right at that. Okay, that's really bugging me, that last part. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see if I can fix that. Um, yeah, let's see if we can fix that. So I'm gonna see if I can punch myself in. Hallelujah. You gotta get the hallelujahs. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. Undo that. Okay, let me just see if I can. I'm gonna grab this and just shrink this down. Let's do sound on sounds. Kind of play along with that and catch that when it goes. Okay, that feels much better to me. Okay, so now let's let's put the strings. Let's fix the strings, and let's see what happens. Okay. See how nice that is? Okay, now let's see. Let's do the brass. This is all going to make sense here in just a second. Okay, let's go back again. I mean, just something quick and now the woodwinds or the oboe. Yeah, there we go. And the little timpani at the end. Let's just kind of crown it with that. Um, okay. Now the brass kind of got a little hairy there at the end. So let me see if I can calm down that big whoosh or swell. Okay, let's see. Let me see what we've got here. Let me see where it kind of grabs it. There's the brass, and let's just see where that. Okay, there. I think that's where it is. I'm going to highlight these, and I'm just going to kind of move that controller down a little bit. That's the CC1. That's the dynamic range, and let's just. Yeah, I like that. That's the brass. Okay, that's where it kind of got a little. So let's bring that last one down just a little bit. I love being able to do this. Okay, so let's add one more ingredient, and we'll wrap this up. Man, beautiful. Thank you so much for spending this wonderful time together. You are my God, you are my King, you are my Master, my everything. You are my Lord, that's why I sing to you. Hallelujah. Okay. It got a little crazy. Let's see. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. I'm going to try this again. Because we've come too far to turn back now. Let's see. I'm going to play this out. There we go. Let's see if we can do this. What happened? What do we do here? There we go. Okay, let's try this again. Here we go. And I'm using Cakewalk by BandLab. You are my God, you are my King, you are my Master, my everything. You are my God, that's why I sing to you. Hallelujah. So this has been an amazing trip, to say the least. And I just want to once again thank everybody. You never know what's going to happen, but it's such a joy to come to you and share and just, be myself and share my heart with all of you. Thanks again for hanging out with me and sticking around and enjoying the music and spending time together. This is Simeon from PraiseTracks.com, and I want to thank Vienna Symphonic Library, Orchestral Tools, and all of you who have been so loving and supportive. And I look forward to seeing you the next time that we're live.